down show. This show is all about being inside on a rainy day and enjoying your time next to the heater or the fireplace. And we have some of the world's best fireplace sitter next to us here in the cast tonight, and I will not wait a moment longer to introduce them. We have Brenna McMakin and Tristan Lintz and Mandy Bumpus, Hannah Johnson, or more commonly known as Grab My Johnson. We have Madeline Frey. And last but of course not least, Jared Braswell. Welcome cast to the Zoom call. We are going to get started with our first game right away, which is going to be a game of good, bad, worse. Because if Nuthouse likes to do anything, it's to help our audience members solve their problems with advice. So the way this game will work is we will get a suggestion from the audience, an issue you're having, something you need help with, or just in general, anything that you'd like some advice on. And then we are going to have our cast members give you good advice, bad advice, and worse advice in that order. So I can see some of you have already started, but please fill the chat with your, oh my goodness, all of your problems. Okay. All right, well, we've got one big one right up top here, which is that Christian, our dear friend, can't squat without farting. So luckily we have some experts here. Brenna will be giving you good advice, Hannah will be giving you bad advice, and Jared will be giving you worse advice. So whenever you three are ready, Christian is waiting.
Yes, firstly, I would say, what is a squat if not an exercise in also your anal sphincter? So trying very hard to not fart while squatting is probably a very good exercise for you. And then secondly, I would also say, hey, it's a gym, right? Everybody's doing everything. Some things are kind of primal, sort of instinctual. So if you have to fart, I'm sure a lot of people are grunting. And I don't know that we want either of those. So.
Yeah, I would say that, kind of along those lines, just embrace it. Farting is something that we all do. And, if someone around you is bothered by the smell, that's a them problem. So just keep doing you, man. Don't even worry about it.
Okay, I'm supposed to give the worst advice, but I feel like I'm going to be the only one that actually solves this for you. I think that there's two options. One, do you know how to sew? Because you can sew that asshole closed. Two, plug it up. Butt plugs, baby. That's going to keep the farts in. And also, I feel like help during the workout in some way. So I think those are your only two options. Good luck. Emma, you're muted.
Well, let's just go on to the next one then. Forget what I was going to say. Can I have another suggestion from the audience, please? Or another issue you're having, something you need help with? We are here. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, so Christian really must be going through a hard time because they need a lot of advice right now. The second problem that they have is that they vomit at the sight of men. And this can be interpreted as a problem or not, but we will get some advice here from our panelists. Tristan, you'll be giving us good advice. Madeline will be giving us bad advice, and Mandy, the worst advice. Please, whenever you're ready. Tristan has done you a favor by not also subjecting you to a man's voice during this portion of the call. But Tristan, in the future, you should maybe take your headphones out. We cannot hear you. But moving on in the game, please, on to the bad advice.
Okay, so obviously whatever Tristan had to say was not The thing. What I have to say is the thing. Here we go. Okay. Can't see men? Don't look at them. Like you just look down as you're walking. You see their feet. If it looks like a man's foot, don't look up. I see nothing wrong with this. All I'm saying.
So I think what you need is some exposure therapy. So Christian, I actually know you personally, and I know that you yourself are a man. So what I want you to do is take 30 minutes out of every day, like either right after you wake up or before you go to bed, and just get naked and go into your bathroom and look in the mirror and just like look at your manhood. I know a lot of men like to get boners or like swing their dicks around like a helicopter. So I would suggest doing that to like really drown yourself in manlyhood. I'd also like spray Axe all over yourself. Um, Maybe watch a bunch of like what's that guy called? Arnold Schwarzenegger movies and just like drown yourself in your own manlyhood.
Thank you, everyone, so much for that advice. I'm going to go ahead and take some inspiration from the audience for our final round. And some things they've been putting in the chat, a lot of them seem to be nauseated. So for this last round, Brenna, if you could give good advice, Tristan bad advice, and Madeline the worst advice, the audience needs to know what to do with their vomit at this point. It seems like there's a lot of it. So please help them out.
I'm assuming by the nature of the question that just not vomiting is out of the question. So in that case, what I would say is it's probably I don't know, carrying around, I think just a Tupperware, and especially with a lid, would be the best. That way you can just vomit quick, lid it, put it back in the purse, the satchel, the backpack, the pocket.
Okay, can you hear me now? Okay, good. So now vomit, I mean, what is it really? It's just digested nutrients that you're throwing back up. And I mean, hey, that's what, 2 meals in one? And I mean, you don't have to worry about packing a lunch anymore, because if you're throwing up all the time, you can just eat whatever you've just eaten for breakfast. It's a self-sustaining cycle that saves you a lot of money. So I would suggest doing that.
Okay, so the whole like eating your own vomit, that is so like back when eating your own placenta was a thing. What is in now is soaking in all those juices. Like you just like try your very best to only vomit in the bathtub, and then once you get it full, just like stew yourself in there, let yourself steep, and then when you feel refreshed and rejuvenated, you're good to go. It should be like a flu killer. Maybe it's the solution to coronavirus. We don't know.
Brilliant. Excellent, everyone, for your dashing advice. For the next portion of our show, our cast is going to perform for everyone a herald, like we did last week. So to get us started, I would love if someone in the cast could tell us a short story about a storm that they experienced or something that happened to them during a storm. Excellent, Mandy, thank you. And then after that, we'll jump right in.
So this actually happened just 2 days ago. My little brother and I, we were tasked with our mom getting her some Starbucks for lunch, and then going to Walgreens to pick up prescription, and then getting us food. But the thing is that right as we left, our power went out because we were in a windstorm. We're over on the west side near the Seattle area, had a bad windstorm. our house lost electricity, and so did the area like around us, of course. And so we got the Starbucks, but we went to Walgreens, and they were closed, and they weren't letting us pick up our mother's prescriptions. Wow, voice crack. Um, and that was a problem. Not because we couldn't pick up our mother's necessary prescriptions, but because that meant that there was a possibility that the Taco Bell my brother and I were going to get lunch at might be closed. And so Jason, my little brother, and I were just freaking out, right? Because we don't know if we're going to get our Crunch Wrap Supremes or not. And so we're just driving to the middle of Woodinville where we live, just praying and praying that Taco Bell is still open and I can get my 12-pack of Cinnabon bites. And luckily, Taco Bell was still open. And I got my 12-pack of Cinnabon bites and my burrito and my soft taco and a large root beer. And it just was a complete relief getting our Taco Bell.
Thank you, Mandy, for that story. And now, for the audience, a herald.
I just don't know if I can handle it anymore, man. This pandemic's lasted 8 months. It's been 8 months since I've had anything from Taco Bell, not even a bite. And I just don't know what to do.
Well, I'm glad you called the Taco Bell helpline because that's what we're here to do, answer all your questions about our delicious products. What is your first question?
When can I taste the sweet, sweet, savory crunch of a Taco Bell meal again? Please, it's all I live for.
Well, you're lucky because our policy is as long as our doors are open, your mouth is open. So you can just drive to your nearest Taco Bell anytime you like. Our drive-through is open 24/7, and our restaurants are open from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m.
What do you mean open? Everything's closed. It's a pandemic.
Not at Taco Bell.
So, how long? How long has this been the case?
Oh, about 6 months.
I have to go.
Switch.
Richard,
Yes.
did you hear about the tornadoes in Arizona?
Yes.
They're absolutely devastating the state.
Yes.
I'm worried we won't be able to summer there this year.
Yes, I would find that quite regrettable. Though I will say that I do prefer perhaps our home in Vermont.
Richard, you know what happens to me when I go to Vermont.
Yes, I do know.
But I suppose if you're up for it, we could go this year.
I mean, it might be our only option considering we do only have 2 extra homes.
Yes, it's true. Well, maybe we utilize this time that we can't spend in Arizona shopping for our next home.
That is really something. I wonder if out of the country is not out of the question.
Richard, stop it. I knew when I left my husband and met you on the internet that you're just going to blow him out of the water. He would never even consider leaving the country, when we were together.
Yeah, you did make note of that.
Mm-hmm.
I have a list actually of all the things that you said about your old husband, and I've been trying to do exactly the opposite.
You're so tentative, Richard. I was a little nervous when I started dating my gardener, but you really have proven to know exactly what to do with all my money.
Absolutely. And I do think it's absolutely the best decision.
Hi, welcome to the Taco Bell Resort. where we are the crunch to your wrap. What would you like to do? We've got a pool in the shape of a sauce packet. We've got a water slide in the shape of a Slurpee cup. And we've got rooms in the shape of tacos.
Do you have anything that's Baja Blast themed?
Yes, we do have a Baja Blast fountain, as well as the pool water is colored to look like Baja Blast.
Wow.
I can't take any more of your Baja Blast, man. I've been at this resort for 3 days, and yesterday I tried the Baja Blast, and now I'm fucking sideways.
Whoa.
Don't do it, Jared.
Okay,
The
okay.
resort is a trap.
But the
I
Baja
really-
Blast is our main attraction.
Yeah, it's why I decided to come onto this info Zoom call about the Taco Bell resort where you're the crunch to my wrap.
Yeah.
I love Baja Blast so
Yeah.
much. But will it really turn me sideways?
I mean, it'll turn you sideways, upside down, inside out, the direction you want, you name it, you got it.
Okay, that kind of sounds a little fun.
Switch. Hello, wacky weasels, and thanks for coming. Today's discussion board is about the new flavor for the Baja Blast Freeze. One that I'm thinking of is Orange Explosion.
Whoa, one that I'm thinking of is Pineapple Express, which is already a movie. Oh, dang it. Oh.
We'll keep trying.
Okay. I'm really sorry I didn't come with anything better prepared. I know we had like 3 weeks to work on this.
That's right. A list would have been good, but hey, you're here.
I think we should do something bold. We should break the mold, deviate from the status quo. Usually our Baja Blasts are sweet, right? What if they were savory? Hear me out. Cheese Baja Blast.
Cheese?
Cheese.
I'll
Cheese,
give you one
please. I love it. Keep them coming.
better. People like cheese, but like also like if we want to like wrangle in the whole like, ooh, we're like junk food, but like it's so refreshing. Cheeto flavored Baja Blast in the form of a freeze. Like you could even sprinkle like some Cheeto dust on top. Like
I love it.
a novel idea. I think it is.
Absolutely.
Okay, I really like how you were thinking of expanding on the type of flavor. But what I've always said about a Baja Blast is that they're sour, they're sweet, and then they're gone. So what I was thinking is a crossover flavor Sour Patch Kid Baja Blast.
That's actually a really good idea.
Thank you.
Can we garnish it with like the sour, like the citric acid, like the sour stuff on top? I'm just really here just for a garnish. I think the thing that would like wrap it all together is if we garnish it with something.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Texture. I love it.
Okay, hear me out. April Fool's Day promotion. When the customer orders a Baja Blast, we open one of our hot sauce packets. We stick the straw in the bottom, then put it in the cup and give it to them. Promotion, Fire Baja.
Okay, but
Even
can
come
we
back for more?
garnish it with some of the sauce on top? And like a sauce packet? Like
Well, that might give it away.
the garnish.
Presentation is important.
It is.
All right.
Taco Bell.
I think you're all going at this the wrong way. You're still thinking about like food type flavors like Sour Patch or hot sauce or whatever, but I think we really need to tap into that celebrity culture that all the kids are really into. So I was thinking, what about Matt Damon flavored Baja Blast?
What would that taste like?
Matt Damon.
What would it be garnished with?
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon's what?
Yes, his what?
Matt,
Switch.
Matt Damon.
Hi, welcome back to the Taco Bell helpline. we provide the Baja, you bring the blast. What can I help you with today?
What's your name?
Tom?
Tom, the Taco Bell helpline guy.
Yes?
We've spoken before, and our
Are
conversation.
you not able to provide the blast today?
No, just listen, hear me out, Todd. You know, when we spoke, I thought our conversation was helpful. And, you know, I went out, I braved the weather, I braved the virus, and I went to my nearest Taco Bell. But, Todd, the potatoes, Todd,
The potatoes?
they're gone. What am I supposed to do now?
Well, that is quite a problem, isn't it? Have you considered trying our other breakfast items, like the Cinnabon pieces?
Will it fill the void, Todd? Will it fill the void that the potatoes left?
Well, I mean, they are both carbohydrates, so that they will provide you with the same kind of nutrition. I don't know about the same flavor.
A potato's not a carb, it's a starch, Todd.
I'm sorry, it is my first day. Are you sure you asked for the right kind of potatoes?
What do you mean, kind of potatoes? All the potatoes, they're gone. They got taken off the menu sometime during the pandemic.
Did you ask for hash browns or cubed potatoes?
The cubed potatoes, like always.
See, I think I know what your problem is. You asked for cubed potatoes, but in order to meet the demand for the on-the-go breakfast, we have taken all our cubed potatoes and shredded them up to make our hash browns.
I don't know, Todd. It's just not the same.
Switch. Richard.
I'm assuming you heard the news too.
Oh, heard the news. It happened to me in person.
Oh my goodness. I didn't
Mhm.
realize.
Yes, my card was declined at the store. And then to
That
come
was
home and
you.
see the papers.
What?
And then to come home and also see the papers
That you're in the news.
that my fortune was stolen.
Yes. Yes, it is most regrettable.
And somehow the media's known even before I did.
Yes, it's almost as if somebody sent someone to sort of monitor your whereabouts.
A mole.
I'm thinking a mole.
Richard, you know the staff here better than anyone. Do you think there's someone on the staff that I can't trust?
I'll say this. You didn't hear it from me. Oh, heck, you did hear it from me. I have total control over my staff. I think that it's Becky. I think it's Becky. She's been jealous from the start.
You know, I didn't want to hire her.
Yes.
I didn't want to hire her because I know what happens when you hire people who wear eyeliner like that. They steal your fortune.
Yeah. It is like smudge it, but that's beside the point.
Richard, I don't know what this is going to mean for our house.
I don't either. For our houses, frankly. They were all interconnected.
Right. Well, what if we have to sell them to maintain the fortune?
Again, I mean, that would really be a bummer. We do have our boats still, but I just...
Well, right, but you can't really, you can't really relax on a boat the way you can in a house.
Right. You can't lead a life in a yacht. It's as simple as that.
No. And, my brother tried that once when he was rebelling.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Yeah, so it only lasted a few hours before he didn't have anywhere to plug in his blow dryer.
Oh my goodness.
Right. And I don't want that to be me, Richard.
Yeah. No. We can't have this happen.
You know what I think I'll have to do is find out who took my fortune, and I'll steal it back from them.
That makes sense to me. That might be the only route, unfortunately.
Right. I think I'm going to start with my leads. Everyone who has access to my bank account.
Switch.
Okay. I have recently come into a large sum of money.
Yeah.
And oh my God, Mandy, are you all right over there? I want to know what I can do at your resort with this money. How
Well,
long can you be there?
well, it depends on what you do and where you
Okay.
stay. If you stay in one of our top suites, that has a private Cinnabon Delight hot tub where the water feels like the cream inside a Cinnabon Delight, then your stay, depending upon how much you have, will roughly
lot.
be as long as you want, minus like, I don't know, a week. I'm not good at math. I'd have to put in my calculator. But I mean, that's an option if you stay in the standard rooms where you stay on a bed the shape of a Mexican pizza, then those rooms will be however long you want to stay plus another week. Excuse me, Mandy, why are you sideways?
Jared,
Mandy,
I know
Mandy,
you have a lot of money, but
yes.
she is being paid to lie to you. I was in the deluxe suite and I took part in the Cinnabon Delight hot tub.
Okay.
This is what happened. Not only am I sideways now, but I'm in a picture frame. There's something wrong with this resort.
Listen,
Ma'am, I know you're just a minimum wage resort worker, but something is wrong with the food at this resort.
I don't touch the food and I'm not paid enough to deal with this issue. I'm just here to run the info sessions, but I will report that to my manager, who probably won't take into consideration your issues and will probably just disregard them as per all the other issues we've had at the resort, because you are just a mere customer out of the thousands other we have.
Hey, Mandy, I'm just curious. How bad is it being sideways and in picture frame? Is it bad? Is it awful?
I
Are you
mean,
okay?
I figured that like it's not normal, so it must be bad. But now that you say it,
Hmm.
I don't know.
Okay, but how good was the cinnamon bun?
Switch. All right, dudes, welcome to the live out meeting. We need to figure out who's driving to Taco Bell on which days of the week. So if everyone could please go ahead and pop in and let me know about any conflicts you have so we can get our meal plan prepped and ready to go.
Yeah, so I won't be able to drive at all because since we are at the live out now, I will not be sober for any of the nights. I plan on getting crunked by like 5 p.m. But I for sure will be shotgun. I'll be co-host. I'll be DJ. I just can't drive, my guy. Off the table.
All right, well, everyone here knows the DD policy, so who's going to be taking over their days?
Me. Pick me. Oh, I love driving yellow.
That's not
Me,
quite
me,
really the
me,
policy,
me.
but hey, that sounds good. Do you have any conflicts, Mandy?
I might be a little too excited, but please pick me. I mean, I do have 3 DUIs and I do have a felony record, but I really want to drive. Can you just look past all my complications? I know I have a lot, but I'm just really excited about this. And oh my God, my hair's in my mouth, and I just really want to do this.
Of
Do you
course.
understand?
Yes, you got lucky. You had someone who's ready to pick up your slack this time around. So you'll be taking Maddie's days. What are your other conflicts?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, man.
No worries. I was just gonna say, like, my biggest conflict is alcoholism and addiction. And that seems to run 7 days a week, 24/7 at this point. But I have a car and I don't mind if Madam DUI down there just takes that for a spin as long as I get my Baja Blast.
For real.
Yeah.
Are you receiving counseling?
For the alcoholism and the addiction.
That might help.
Richard,
Yeah.
come on.
I'm working on it.
No, you're right. Sorry, that was ridiculous.
I might be able to do it later in the week, but I can't do it right now because, I can't leave the house without my shades. And I think something happened to them because they're like a different shape than they are normally.
I think they're upside down. Yeah, they're
Hey, you're right. Yeah, so I can do it tomorrow.
My dude, my guys, I know we have such great memories of Taco Tuesdays, but my good old truck Patsy is in the shop. So for the time
Patsy's in the
being,
shop?
no more Taco Tuesdays with Patsy.
rip.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it looks like Taco Tuesday at Patsy's just turned into Taco Bell Tuesday at Taco Bell. So I'm glad we got the schedule figured out for this week. Thank you all for coming.
I cannot do business at night. Sorry, we can move.
Oh no, that's just fine. I think, Madam DUI, you said you had like the driving.
You can do it, right?
Me?
Yeah.
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 I think Madam
Technically
Felony
viable
actually.
option at this point.
Technically, I don't have a driver's license anymore because of my 3 DUIs and the fact that I killed someone. But I
For sure.
really want to drive. I know I have a lot going against me, but I really, really want to drive because I'm really excited about this.
No,
and
I'll
it's
say it doesn't
really
bother me.
good.
If it doesn't bother
Yeah.
me.
Stay less. Stay less.
I miss Nathan. Like, Nathan was really cool, but like, it's whatever that you killed him. Like, that's fine. Like, we've moved on. We've gotten past that. Nathan will rest in peace, baby. But
So
I
I
don't
can
know.
drive?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
actually got a fake you can borrow if you want.
Oh, thank God, thank God, thank God.
Yeah.
Oh God, oh God. I'm so happy. I'm so happy I might kill a second person.
Switch.
Hello, thirsty for T-Bell.
Hey Todd, or Tom, whatever your name is. I gotta get something off my chest.
Well, go ahead and do it.
As much as it pains me to say this, I think my time with Taco Bell has to come to an end.
Well, what a coincidence, because all the Taco Bells in the US are closing. I'm out of a job. That's why I can't bring the blast today.
That's okay. The blast wasn't doing it for me anymore. It's just, change is an inevitability of life. Why's it gotta be so hard, Tom?
Did you call any of your local Taco Bells to report that we were out of potatoes?
No, why would I thought that was something the company decided.
Someone called my local Taco Bell and said we were out of potatoes, and we got our store shut down because a customer complained. That wasn't you, is it, Thirsty for T-Bell?
No, of course not. You're the only one from Taco Bell I've ever talked to.
You haven't been talking to Todd, the Taco Bell helpline guy, have you?
No, of course not, Tom. You know, Tom.
It was thirsty for T-Bell. I know it. I know a mole when I see one. A mole destroyed my life.
What? No, I love Taco Bell. I wouldn't want anything ever to happen to them.
I'm just not so sure.
Tom,
Yes.
bro, do you know if all the Taco Bells being closed, like, does that apply to the resort? Like, I'm not in the loop. I don't get paid enough for this, but I need to know if I need to find a freaking new job, if you know what I mean.
There's a
Well-
resort.
Richard,
Hell
Yes.
yeah, brother.
This- the Zoom meeting you were telling me about?
The new meeting?
The Zoom meeting?
Zoom meeting, yes.
You said the mole would be at this meeting?
I'm convinced so. You can never
All
be
right.
certain with the mole, though.
Well then, consider me not here.
Right. Me too.
Well, as I was saying, the funding for the Taco Bell resort comes from the revenue from the Taco Bell restaurants. So I would assume that your resort will be shutting its doors any day now.
I can provide funding. What is this?
I can also provide funding. What is this?
the Taco Bell resort where all
Yeah,
of
and I
your dreams
refuse to let Taco Bell go down.
Lunch to your wrap, and you can slide on the Taco Bell sauce side.
No, I can't do it. I can't do it anymore.
Hello, Jerd Baja Blasted already.
Hello, Emma Dexter.
I'm Taco Bell's accountant.
Are you?
And I was just wondering where you came into your recent fortune.
I know accounting as well. And I have a passion for Taco Bell. I spent years working my ladder up the Taco Bell corporate to get to where I am today. And where I am is rich. It's loaded, and I will not let this bell go down.
If you work for Taco Bell corporate, why do you have to pay to go to the Taco Bell resort?
Because I love supporting local businesses, baby.
Well, I hope you like supporting them from prison, because that's where you're going after stealing my fortune.
Behind bars.
I knew you two were going to come for this eventually, and that is why I've already bought the resort, and I have seceded from America, so laws no longer apply on resort land, and I'm free from prison. And yes, you minimum wage resort worker, you and Mandy both are welcome to get a job, and I'm going to pay you more than minimum wage. Minimum wage in my land and Baja Blast land, that's what I'm calling my new country, is almost $55 a minute.
So you own the resort now?
I do.
So then it's your fault.
This is one of the longest planned corporate coups in history, and definitely in Baja Blast land history, because it's pretty fresh and new.
Well, let me tell you something. I was at your resort, and I ate one of your beef tacos.
Uh-huh.
And now
Take
I'm
me under your wing.
I'm upside down, and I'm part of a comic book.
Yeah, no, Baja Blast land does not have an FDA by any means, so I am so sorry about whatever the food does to you. If you're upside down and you're in a comic book, baby, we'll ride that ride, all right? Dick, Richie, Richard, however you want to go about it, you're welcome in Baja Blast land. Same with you, Tom. Everyone except for Emma Dexter.
Well, you're upside down, Mandy. Get this. I'm poor and banned from Baja Blast land.
Good luck in Vermont.
And that's all I can take of this meeting. That's all I can have.
I think we figured it out, right?
Yeah,
I think so too. I think we can figure it out. Yeah, no, I'm pretty excited about this. Minimum wage worker, do you have a name?
Yeah, nobody's asked me that. Honestly, when people come in, they're like, tell me about the resort. Where's the slide? Where's this? Where's that? And then I just like lost all joy in the job. But now that I'm getting paid $55 an hour, I feel like I can actually greet people with my name. Like, hi, my name's Chad, short for Chandra.
And scene.
You.
Chandra.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for doing that, Harold.
Thank you, everyone, for coming to Taco Bell House, the exclusively Taco Bell themed Nuthouse show.
Yeah.
I would like to give a shout out to Hannah for informing me that I was both muted and sideways at the beginning.
I didn't know I was part of the bit, so good job.
The sideways was a bit, muted was not a bit.
Well, lovely. We have one more game for you this evening, and that is a game of objection. The way this works is our cast will be having a multi-sided argument, and at any point we may step forward and object, to which our other cast members will vote on whether or not we get to speak or not. So if I could have a suggestion from the audience for a multi-sided argument, something like the best thing to have for breakfast, or the best place to go to buy jeans, or how many jars should you keep during the fall?
There's so many options. There's so many numbers. Oh, best item from Taco Bell. That is something.
Come on, guys. I can't about Taco
Our
Bell.
multi-sided argument
Too painful.
will be the best way to cheat on an exam. So whenever anyone is ready, and just remember that everyone has to vote. So if you're not arguing, be ready to respond.
Okay.
All right. Whoever
would
would like to go first.
Start and say that the best way I have found to cheat on midterms is bribing the professor with Taco Bell. That's right, I'm bringing it back.
Objection. 1, gross. 2, costs money. You shouldn't have to spend money to get a good result on the exam. Yeah, that's what I thought. Best way to cheat on your exam, especially, now that we're online and, everything's being proctored via camera, is you just have a sheet of paper on your desk next to your computer with, whatever formulas, whatever notes that you think you'll need.
Objection. That requires effort, like putting down all your notes on paper. Too difficult. So, the best way to cheat on a midterm is when you're taking your midterm online, secretly have your Minecraft server also open and like have Minecraft open and have it so that you
Objection.
built.
Objection.
Okay.
Minecraft, isn't that so like 2000 whatever? Ah, ha, 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 it is. So, best way to cheat on midterms is the following, and that is you take learn how to like if it's a multiple choice exam, you like tap once for
Objection.
A, tap twice for B, tap 3 times for C.
Objection. If you start out by saying the following, it's going to be too complicated for anyone to follow. Right. The best way to cheat on your exam is to not do it, because the only thing you're cheating is yourself and your academic integrity.
Objection.
Objection.
Go ahead,
Go
Mandy.
Okay. You're a loser. Anyways, I'm not a loser, which is why I still play Minecraft. And the best way to cheat is to make sure that
Objection.
you built.
You just said Minecraft. That makes you a loser. Okay, as I was saying, multiple choice.
Objection. Minecraft is cool.
Okay, shush. Okay. Morse code for multiple choice. You have a person
Objection.
who's your friend.
What if it's not multiple choice?
I'm getting to it. But whatever.
No, you're not, bitch. Not anymore. Anyways, have Minecraft open and build the answers.
Objection. Minecraft seems like more of a way to procrastinate than to really work on an exam. So what you need is the mind reading method, because you know who has all the answers is your professor. So if you can get into their head.
Objection. If you study beforehand, you'll have the answers in your head. You won't have to rely on your professor.
Okay, that was kind of weird. Anyways, a really good way to.
I haven't seen any of my professors in person this semester. How am I supposed to absorb their brain information? Okay, growing up, I always heard this acronym called KISS. It stands for Keep It Simple, stupid. So that's what you got to do. You keep it simple, and that's the best way to guarantee that you won't get caught. So you just take a sheet of paper, you tape it to your desk.
Objection. What is more simple than a connection between one human being to another?
Yeah, that's what I thought. It doesn't get any simpler than that. You take a sheet of paper, you
Objection.
tape it.
If you have a sheet of paper next to your computer, won't proctor you just track your eye movement from up here to down there? That's not your computer keyboard. All right. Now, if it's not multiple
Objection.
choice.
Madeline's been mean to me and making fun of my love of Minecraft, and I just don't think that that's very conducive to an improv team.
All right, and Mandy wins on the basis of you should be
Minecraft is
on your
cool.
improv team. No, just kidding. Mandy wins because it was time for Mandy to win. All right. Thank you everyone for coming to our show this evening. How are you all doing tonight?
Catamaran.
Catamaran.
For those of you who weren't aware, you're actually doing catamaran. So next time we ask, now you know. And we hope to see you next time. So long, everyone. Thank you for coming. And we have a show next Friday that's going to be good. So come to it. We hope to see you there. So long.
I'm just kidding. Bye. Thanks.
Bye.